All right, so here we have some more indefinite integrals to evaluate. Hopefully we'll have enough room on this page. If not, we can go to the next page. Okay, we'll go back to that page again. All right, so A. So again, we're going to just pull out the constants. So that's going to be 2 integral of x to the 2/3 dx minus 3. Now here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that x to the fourth because we have a 1 over x we can do, but we don't really have anything with an x to the fourth in the denominator or even an x squared. So these are going to be special ones. So, the 2/3 is also kind of special. So let's rewrite this a minus 3 integral of x to the minus 4 dx. Okay. All right, so now what we can do is we can say, okay, well, this then is going to give us what? Well, that's going to give us 2x to the, well, here we have 2/3, it's power of a third. So if we add 3 to that, that's going to give us a 5/3 divided by 5/3. And then we can say plus C1 minus 3. And then we have now this is going to add 1 here, so it's going to be x to the minus 3. So that's going to be divided by a negative 3. And let's call that plus C2. And so now what we have, okay, well, if we multiply by 3 over 5, multiply that by 3 over 5, that's going to give us what? 6 over 5. And it's still going to be x to the 5/3. I'm going to take the C1 and C2 and put it at the end as a C, just a plain C. This and this cancel, and it's going to just make a plus 1. So it's going to be plus. And here I can either keep this as x to the negative 3, or I can say that's 1 over x cubed. So it depends on which way you want to put that. Either way, I will accept that. And then that's going to be plus just a c. I don't know what I'm trying to write there. Just a c. Oops, too many erases. Okay, so that's going to be what that would be. And again, this one, we can take it back down and make it 1 over x to the third, or we can leave it as x to the minus 3 to kind of show that's where we got to at that point, and it doesn't matter. All right, so let's do B now. B, maybe we need to come all the way up here. So B, let's do that. B's this one. All right, so we'll pull out a 4 integral. And here, this is actually w to the 3/5. So let's rewrite that as w to the 3/5 and then dw. Okay. Well, that's going to be 4, and then that's going to be 5 plus 3, so that's going to be w to the 8 over 5. And so then we'll divide by 8 over 5. And then again, plus c. Now there's only one piece, so we only have to do the 1. And now if we multiply that by 5 over 8, and then multiply that by 5 over 8, those cancel, so the denominator's clean. That goes in there once, that goes in there twice. And so it looks like we get 5 over 2, and then we have w to the 8 over 5 plus c. And so that would be our answer. Now, if we wanted to say 5w to the 8/5 over 2, you can, or you can have that 5/2 out in front. Either way you want to do that, that should be fine. All right, C. Here, I think what I'm going to do, because we don't have anything saying what to do with numerators and denominators, but I can take 2 of those, cancel 2 of those, and I can also cancel 2 of those. So I'm taking and really taking this here over this and this over this, and I'm canceling it out as I go. And so this ends up being x squared minus 8x. And so that's what this simplifies down to. So I could have actually gone and said, okay, well, this is x to the fourth. Oh, actually, let's do it this. Yeah, x to the fourth over x squared minus 8x cubed over x squared. And then those two cancel, those two cancel 2 of those. And so you end up with the same thing if you want to split it apart that way. Or you could have even factored out an x squared out of here and then had x squared times x squared minus 8x. And then the x squareds cancel. But in all cases, that's where we're headed to. Okay. All right. So for C, then what we have, it looks like, is integral of x squared dx minus 8 times the integral of x dx. And simplifying that, that's going to be x cubed over 3 plus c1 minus 8x squared over 2 plus c2. Well, 2 will go in here once. It'll go in here 4 times. And so we get what? X to the third over 3 minus 4x squared plus c. Again, I'm taking that plus that and just getting c. So that would be my final answer of taking the integral of this piece here. All right, let's do now D. All right, so D, let's see if we can get it here. D is going to be, well, I can pull out an 8, and then I have left over. Well, that's just x to the 1/3 dx. Pull out a 6. And here, I think if we have 1 over the square root of x, that's the same thing as x to the minus 1/2. So I'm going to go and put it into this. So we've been doing things like that all semester. So hopefully you realize that that's an okay thing to do. So that's going to be x to the minus 1/2 dx. All right, so that gives us 8. Adding that together, that gives us x to the 4/3 all over 4/3 minus 6x. Well, add that. That's going to be a half minus half plus 2 is going to give us going to be 1/2. And then that's going to be over 1/2. And I notice left out a C here and I left out a C here because I know when I get done, what do? I always add them together and I get C. So after you get comfortable with doing this for a while, you can say, okay, well, I'm going to add C only at the very end and I'm good to go. Now it's not really the very end because now I have to multiply by 3 over 4, multiply that by 3 over 4. So it goes in once, it goes in twice. So it really have 6x to the 4/3. Now if I multiply that by 2 over 1, multiply that by 2 over 1, that's a minus 12x to the 1/2 plus c. Okay. Now I could say that's actually a square root if I wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it as the power now that I've got it that way, and I won't have to worry about it. All right, so the last one I'm going to do on the next page because I don't have enough room. So let's write that one down. And what we have is integral of x squared minus 2 x plus 3 dx. Now I'm going to FOIL this out. So I'm going to, multiply that and that, and then that and that. And so I'm going to get what? I'm going to get the integral of x cubed, and then I'm going to have plus, oh, and then I have my dx, sorry, plus, now I have a 3x squared, so I'll have a 3 integral of x squared dx. And then I'll have minus 2 times the integral of x dx. And then I'll have a minus 6 times the integral of dx. Okay. And again, I just did that. If you wanted to multiply it out here, you could say x squared times x is x cubed, and then I'll have plus 3x squared minus 2x minus 6, and then that's when I did it, and I split it into this. Okay. All right, so that's going to give me what? X cubed over 3, again, plus c1, but we're going to skip that part, plus 3x cubed over 3. And oops, wait, that's a 3 already. It can't be going to 3. It better go to 4 if I can add right. So that's a 4, sorry. That one goes to 3 over 3. And then minus 2x squared over 2. And then minus 6x. And now plus c. Now, can't reduce this one. That one I can reduce. That one I can reduce. And so it looks like then I get for a final answer x to the 4th over 4 plus, and then it looks like an x cubed, and then it looks like a minus x squared, then a minus 6x, and then a plus c. Okay. All right, so that's the end of that one. So we'll pause here and we'll come back for more.